Hi everybody, Graham here from the beach in Alvor in Portugal. I'm not really there, I'm in dark, cold, wet, windy Cornwall in England. However, um, I'm here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, we're an emerging nation. We've been around almost 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. I know that some people think we're not moving quickly enough, but we're moving as quickly as we can. We've had some headwinds, we've had some storms that have knocked us a little bit off course, but we've always got back on course and we're always headed for the right destination, which is to help banish poverty on a global scale. It's a big task. It's not going to happen overnight. Okay, but we are here for generations, not just a few weeks, months, or years. We're now in a position where we are expanding our economy, and that will improve the liquidity and value of our currency, and that'll benefit all our citizens. All our citizens receive our currency every month. Anybody can become a citizen. You just come along, register, prove you're a real person, and that's all there is to it. There's no fee, no obligation. So there's no reason why we can't have the whole world as a part of our community. Why not? We're also a non-separatist community. That means we don't pigeonhole people based on where they come from, what they look like, what gender they are, or anything else. We just see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, and yet all individually unique, all having something unique to offer, all of equal value. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. But before that, we have a little prayer to help us find what everybody seeks in life. True happiness. Everybody wants to be happy all the time. Not talking about short-term pleasure that comes and goes, peaks, and it has troughs of depression. And I'm talking about that calmness, that joy that is ever with you. Everybody seeks that. Not everybody knows that that's what they're seeking. They go after all the material things in life, and some people very successfully, they've got lots of money, they've got everything that you could imagine that they could possibly want, and they're still searching for something and they don't know what it is. And it is that peace, that bliss, that happiness that only comes from loving service to others. You can't buy it, no matter how much money you've got. You can't buy it. You'll always have that hole inside needing to be filled until you find a way of being of loving service to others. The great thing about that, of course, is that it attracts into your life everything else that you want and need. So if you concentrate on being of loving service to others, not only does it create happiness within yourself and those people that you're helping, but it also attracts into your life all those other things that maybe you would have been chasing after if you'd gone about things in a different way. And it's very hard sometimes, you know, you're chasing after money to try and provide all those things that you think you want. And it can be very difficult, very stressful. So even when you get them, you're feeling broken and tired and miserable. But when you go about life in the way of being of loving service to others, all those things come to you automatically and you're feeling great, happy, joyful, blissful. Okay, so that's what our little prayer's about, and it's very short, a lot shorter than my explanation. And we'll get onto that in a moment, but I want to welcome you first of all, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of our members, our citizens, and a lot of other people watch the recordings because 7 p.m. London time isn't an ideal time for everyone. So welcome, whether you're watching live or the recording, you're equally welcome, equally appreciated, equally loved. Okay, I can see we've got a few people in now. I have removed one person because We're not here just for people that want to come along and complain. I understand that not everybody is happy all the time, but there are ways and times to complain. If you've got something to say, you can use our support system and the messages will get to me. And if there's anything that can be done about it, we'll do it. But it's just bad policy to have people complaining on these live events. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, we have to just put a stop to it. We want people here with a positive attitude. Negativity never achieves anything. Positivity can get you anywhere that you want to go with applied action, okay? You can't just be positive and be positive and positive and sit there being positive because nothing is going to change. You have to take action as well. Okay, so I want to welcome the people that are here on the live. We've got Peter in from the Cameroon, and we've got Ramachandra in from Watford, Iona from the Cook Islands, Lewis from Lisbon in Portugal, Norman from Doncaster in England, Norman in from, oh, I just said Norman from Doncaster, England. He's just got a comment saying that we are working in the right way. Okay, hopefully you all feel that way too. And we've got Don in from Vancouver in British Columbia in Canada, Derek from Nigeria, Bozina from Edinburgh in Scotland, Deborah from Southern Alabama in the United States, Carl from New Zealand, Sam in from, have we got Sam before? No, he is from Nigeria. I'm sure he's not put his country in, but I think I'm pretty certain he is. Got Richard in from Devon in England. We've got Sunday in. He says, I need money for past 4 years. I stuck my $3,000 here, can't withdraw it. If you put $3,000 in, thank you for your support in the past. You'll have to wait until we reach your deposits and get them repaid. It's a long process. It'll take a while, but we can't have anybody jumping the queue. We're repaying people any of the money that they put in for nest eggs, which is the only way that you could have put in $3,000, in chronological order. Sooner or later, we will get to you. I can't promise a date, but I can't pay what we don't have. Okay? I apologize, and I just ask you to stay with us, stay active, and continue to be patient, and we'll get to you. We've got Ron in from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Sam from Nigeria, and Ali. Same question. I want my money back that I invested 3 years ago. None of you invested because it is not an investment. We have never been an investment. You may have bought tokens. Now, if you bought them with the feeling that it was an investment, then you were misled. It probably is a good investment over time, but it was never sold as an investment, and we are not an investment. And you do have those tokens. The fact that we can't release them because we don't have the liquidity at the moment is something that you have to live with until we can create that liquidity sufficiently to get to you in a chronological order. There is, of course, the option for you to create your own liquidity by getting out there and being a part of the ShareHope Powerline plan, being active, creating your own liquidity and getting regular monthly withdrawals from your ShareHope Trust Fund. Okay. You know, people get whatever they want, not when they need it, but when they deserve it. Now, I'm not saying that people are not deserving, but the most deserving are the people that take action and do something to help others, to help the community, and to help themselves. And those people are creating their own liquidity and are getting monthly withdrawals. Okay. Me invested $300 so far, and how much I have to wait. You have to wait until we get to you, as I've just explained. We've got another person saying you put $100 into pools for 4 years and nothing to show. You all have something to show. You've all been building wealth in that trust fund. The fact that you can't withdraw it is because you haven't created your own liquidity, and because the liquidity that we are building, we are using either in random withdrawals or gradually to get to people that have bought nest eggs. The $100 for pools is something totally different, and that is not even on our repayment schedule at this moment in time. We are looking at people that put money into nest eggs and getting those people back their out-of-pocket costs. But people that bought into the pools have been creating wealth in that trust fund for 4 years. You will have quite a big balance in there now. Why don't you start creating your own liquidity and start drawing some of it out, Sam? You can, of course, not bother with that and rely on the random withdrawals that we're doing, and maybe we'll get to you. It's a little bit the luck of the draw, and it is totally random. Right, let's get started now with our little prayer and affirmation, and I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And a little affirmation. We're so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, right. Today we've had the developers in. We've been making some of the changes in the Easy Team Builder way that you're presented with information. I've not had a chance to check it all yet. I did take time out today from 5 o'clock till not very long ago, because I wanted to find out what was going on as much as I could with the One More Time opportunity that has been started by Megan and Regan Lynch, the twins. They have been pretty dynamic performers in the multi-level marketing sphere with different companies. I think Noni was one that they were in, and generated a lot of income, not only for themselves but also for their group. But like many people that get to top positions in multi-level marketing companies, they find that things change. The company often change the rules, change things, the way things are done. And you also get burnout from just trying to maintain the level that you're at. So you find that most of the leaders have limited lifespans in any of the companies. Very few stick with a company religiously for their lifetime. And what Megan and Regan are trying to do now, or not trying to do, they are doing, what they have put together is a multi-level marketing plan, which they are building for the benefit of the members as a whole. Megan had a very moving and emotional story about why she is doing it. And I think most people that are successful ultimately are not doing it just for the money. The money is a tool that they use for whatever, but there's got to be a good solid reason behind it. And I'm going to put something in the comments here. I think I am anyway. It just says I've not got anything copied. Just a second. Let me see if I can find. It is a paragraph from my guru, spiritual guru, Paramahansa Yogananda. And I'll read it out for you. We cannot live happily by spiritual sustenance alone, nor by material prosperity alone. It's only by having ambition and by crowning that ambition with the idea of service to others, either by helping them individually or by working for some great cause, that you will find a spiritual reason for making money for yourself and others. To help others help themselves also spiritualizes ambition. An almighty power has linked us all together. Whenever you help others, you are helping yourself. And that is very profound. And it's also, in my experience, very, very true. Let me see where we were. Have I got more people in? We've got Nankiep in from Nigeria, Deborah saying amen, and then we've got those quotes that I sent out there. Okay. And without a doubt, Megan has that ambition. She has a great mission in life. And I think that their plan is very, very much aligned with what we're trying to do. My one reservation about it is that I think the cost of the product is going to be too expensive for a lot of our members. I am anticipating it being around $250. And that is based on what they're paying out in terms of commissions and things. However, if we can get in at the right time, there will be quite a lot of benefit from people that are joining later. And I think if we can get in and stick with it for 3 to 6 months, we will all be making good money. Now, the money that comes into the Frami account will go into the treasury, and that will help people like who? Like Sadiq Ali, Sam Origani, and whoever else, is saying, that they'd like some money out. I'm not saying it'll directly reflect on you, but it'll get to you more quickly. It depends on what you paid for, and when you paid. The solution for you is to be aware of your own capability in deciding what, how, who, and where you are. And that is by taking action for yourself, accepting responsibility yourself, and changing your life without begging somebody to change it for you. The most important thing that you can learn from being in We Share Abundance is to be of loving service to others, and yet you sit there in your own little sterile environment and say, I just want everything to be thrown to me. I don't want to go outside of my comfort zone, my box. I don't want to talk to other people and help them to have a better life and learn a better way of living. And if you're not prepared to do that, then will We Share Abundance benefit you? Well, yeah, but it'll take a lot longer if you're just waiting for handouts rather than getting out there and being active in helping the community and other people through being of service to others. So I am impressed with Megan. One of the things that I learned very, very early on, back in probably about 1980 or something like that, late 1980s, was that the people that were successful in building a business were not salespeople. Salespeople often got in and got out quickly because it wasn't what they expected. They could make a little bit of money, but they couldn't climb that ladder of progression and build a team. The people that really did well were teachers. And it reminded me today because Megan, of course, was a teacher for, I think, 17 years, teaching English. Doesn't matter what you teach. One of the most successful people that I was acquainted with in my multi-level marketing days back in a long time ago, before computers and everything, was a dancing teacher. Actually, he taught dancing. But teachers generally do particularly well because they have the patience and the time to explain things to people and to show them the ropes and how to do things. And so once again, it's service, isn't it? It's having that patience, that time, that desire to be of loving service to other people. And if you do that, things start happening for you. Things start happening in the way, people say, I don't know anybody, I can't refer people. But, once you start being of service to people, once you start helping people, you'll start attracting people. They'll start finding you. You'll become the hunted rather than the hunter. And it's something for you all to take on board. I'm not suggesting that we're all the same, that we all have the same abilities, but what you also have to have is an understanding that not everybody you speak to will even want to change. So you have to be prepared to say to people, you know, just take a look at it. And if it's for you, fine. I'll help you all I can. If it's not for you, that's fine as well. You know, we're not going to fall out over it. We can still have a pint together or whatever. I'm not going to ram it down your throat every day. But if you take a look at it, that's all I've ever asked anybody to do. And that's like the way you should go. And be happy to get somebody that says, no, it's not for me. That's fine. Thank you for looking at it. Great. Move on. Now, at the moment, they've got about 6,500 people pre-registered in One More Time. Will they all join? No. They're all pre-registered as pre-enrollees, but when it comes to putting the hand in the pocket, you're probably going to find that if you're really, really lucky, 20% will join. But they're also growing at about 500 a day. And I think there's about another 10 days. So that's another 5,000 or more. I think they'll probably have in excess of 25 to 30,000 at the time that they launch the Matrix. That means that there'll probably be 2.5 to 5,000, maybe at the top end. 2.5 is probably closer. So let's say 3,000 people that will join the Matrix. At the moment, I think we have positions that are going to put us into that top 300 or 400. So we're going to get quite a lot of spillover from that, from the power of that. And of course, within our team, there'll be spillover within our team as well. So I think it is a good opportunity for us. And I love the fact that the alignment is there between what we're doing and what they're doing. It's always good to have that same alignment. I will at some stage, I'm not going to bother her now because I know she's mad busy because of the way they set things up. She didn't expect it to grow as quickly and as fast as it has. Just shows the power of service. But I will sometime in the future will contact her and we'll get together and we'll have a chat and see how we can align things between our two goals, which are not dissimilar, although they are very different in many ways. But I hope a lot of you have pre-registered. At least it'll give you a chance to have a look at it. And I think that those of you that do take a little bit of action in that and are prepared to accept a few no's, you know, then I think the structure that they have in the compensation plan is extremely powerful, as powerful as anything I've ever seen. And I think you can put yourself in a position where you will be able to make an awful lot of money. Okay. Right. So as I said, Vishal has been working on that. We're still working on things there. I've got to check things today, tomorrow, and get back to him or later today, perhaps. Deviani's been working on the mall, and she's hoping to have something she can show me by Friday. The Fun Miracles team had a meeting with Deviani today. I'm not sure what happened in that meeting. I've not had a chance to talk to Deviani about it. But they do want another meeting tomorrow which if we can arrange at a time that is convenient for me as well, we'll have tomorrow with that From Miracles team. Also, Ram has been trying to get things completed, and he has, at my suggestion, got into my Facebook account that we're going to use for the information he wants to set an app up. I don't really understand why, but if it's needed, it's needed. But it's not really my forte to get in there and do it. I could probably spend a couple of days and get him, if I could afford a couple of days, get him the information he wants. But he can probably do it in a couple of hours. However, he got in today, and then he got logged out, and it is protected by 2FA because Facebook told me I needed to do it, and so he got locked out and he couldn't get back in. So hopefully we'll get him back in tomorrow. So that is with the Easy Team Builder recruitment tool that we'll be making available to you. So there is a lot going on at the moment. I did send Mo some information on what I would like the registration page to look like, but he's not come back to me, so I don't know what's happened with Mo. I know he has had a bit of illness recently, so I'm hoping he's feeling better and it's not in his family, and because we do want to get the site upgraded, and one of the first things is that registration page, make it look more inviting really than just a form, fill your name in. Okay, so so that is that is all in progress. I see we've got Kingsley in from Manchester in England as well. Okay, numbers. I do have numbers. We have an increase of 59 in our 777 plan to 31,915. That plan alone, those of you that are wanting money, you work that plan, you can make good money from it. I'm not saying you're going to make thousands of dollars overnight or anything, but we've got a lot of members that have earned close to $1,000. Some have earned over $1,000. Quite a lot have earned hundreds of dollars. So it's there. It's your opportunity. It's there for you. Many of you have got a free position in that plan, and all you need to do is get out there and share it with people. Nobody can lose money in that plan. That is the main thing. Everybody's got to double their money. Okay. We have an increase of 6 in our registered members. Not breaking many records there. Same number in our active member count. We got 50,968 registered members now, pushing 51,000, but most of them aren't active. Why? I don't know, but they need to start getting active, and that way they'll be involved in the random withdrawals. But more importantly, if they're active, they are helping generate liquidity, which we can use to pay more people. Okay. Then we have an increase of 2 in the Sharehope plan to 522. And miraculously almost, we had an increase of 1 in the Multiply Weezer email verified members to 16,017. We had an increase of 1 in the new members, or not, somebody that bought advertising for the first time in Multiply Weezer. And when we logged in, we got enough to, which we get about 80 cents, which took us up into the next dollar level in the bonus pool to $10,636.57. So those are the numbers. Right, let's see. We got Stephen from Canterbury, I've got a feeling. I never can remember it for whatever reason. The TCC advertising has started, but it is not going very quickly at the moment. We will be, in fact, I will be contacting them and getting that pushed along a bit more, hopefully tomorrow. It was on my to-do list today, but I just didn't get to it. Okay. Right. Any more? What else? I think that pretty much covers the information that I've got for people. We are paying people out on the random withdrawals, and we're also gradually and slowly going through the Nest Egg 1 list. It'll be a while before we get it cleared, unfortunately, but we'll get it cleared as quickly as we can. And then we'll move on to Nest Egg 2. Nest Egg 1 was August 2020. Nest Egg 2 was December 2020. And I think Nest Egg 2 is the biggest one we've got. It is a very big list, that one, so that'll take a while to get through. But we've got to get through Nest Egg 1 first, and we're doing that. We're making progress every day. Okay. That pretty much covers what I've got for you. So we might as well give some money away. As usual, we have the spreadsheet. Let me find it and make sure it's ready to go. And we can do a screen share on there. In fact, let's skip it. You're going to see the spreadsheet next anyway. Most of you know what it looks like, but you're going to see it after we've done the random. There are 2,165 members in there. That's one down on yesterday, and I don't know why. It should be the same or going up, really. I don't know why we can lose somebody from the active member count. That shouldn't happen. So that's something I need to discuss with Deviani tomorrow. But let's go straight to random.org, and we'll pick randomly, or random.org will pick randomly for us some people for withdrawals. Share screen. Here we go. We have from number 2 to number 2165, and random withdrawal, when we click that generate button, will give us a number totally randomly, as the name of this site suggests. So I'm going to click on generate, boom, and we've got 1529, and I'm going to pop that into 1529, and let's get here, and we're going to get another one, and that is 1264, I think. Let me get my specs on. 1264, yeah. And I think we'll do another one because I'm feeling good. Okay. So let's get a third one. 1476. Okay. Let's stop sharing random.org now, and we'll do a share for the spreadsheet. And here we go. So we're looking for 15.29. $15.29. Copy. Pop that in there. Okay, that is going to be a, not done the dollar sign. It's going to be $60 because he gets 40 for being an active elite and 20 for being in the 777 plan. And just make that bit clearer. 1264. Let's have a look for that one. 1264. I know that's Elias Handel, the sponsor. He's done well out of this. He's had a few people. Mind you, he's referred a few. If you look down, you know, the more people you refer, the better chance you've got. Anyway, we've copied that. Let's get that back up here. 1264. And 1476. 1476. And these are all going to be the same value. They're all just $60. And if we you'll be able to see them. So there we are. We got 3 people, 3 members, Follerin, Ronaldo 1992, and Nick Talbot. And the sponsors, provided they are also in there, I know that Elias is, will get a matching $60. So all $60. And the sponsors are Buddy Fancy, Esh2013, and Nigel Talbot. So there you go. Those are the people benefiting from today's free cash. Now, somebody said it wasn't free cash. Well, it is, because we give you currency every month, totally free. How much you get depends on your activities within our community, but it's a handout. It's free cash and it goes into your trust fund wallet. And so to get a withdrawal from there, it's free cash. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to save that sheet so that we can get it paid, and we can stop sharing and we can see if there's any questions that have popped up. Nothing new there. So I think we're done for today. If you do get a chance to, my suggestion is, unless you are really into who's behind this new program that they're starting, One More Time or whatever it's called, or Just Once More, something like that, then that today's Zoom call, which started at 5 o'clock and is still ongoing, I think, is probably not the best place for you. But if you're into finding out what's motivating Megan to do this and what she is about, then it's a good call. But you need to spend an hour and a half or 2 hours or something watching it. But if you want to find out more in general about what it is, they have a YouTube channel and you can search for that. In fact, I can pop the link in for that, and you can go through the videos there and just whiz through bits that you're not interested in, and see what's going on. Let me see if I can find that channel for you. I think I've got it here. Yep. So there we go. That's Megan and Regan's YouTube channel. And that's it. Okay. So get out there, do yourself some good by helping other people. Go the extra mile. Be of loving service. Share abundance and love. And I'll be here same time, same place tomorrow, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. Until then, God bless you all. I love you all. We are working behind the scenes as hard as we can to make We Share Abundance something that you can be proud of being a part of and benefit from in many, many ways, not just financially. God bless you all. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra mile.